Hello everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the mining rig setup, testing, and build live stream. I'm just going to check up on the chat that I've missed while I've been gone, while I'm setting up. First of all, how is everyone doing today? Thanks for joining me on this live stream. Make sure to let me know that you guys can hear me, that my audio is nice and clear, and that there's no other issues, no delay or anything like that. Make sure my audio is synced. Let me know if you guys see any issues or have any problems. That way I could try to fix it. All right, I'm just going to be reading through the chat here. Let's see. Just going to call out all the people that were in chat. 56, you were the first one to post, so that's pretty awesome. Dan Doobster, you were second, but you were technically first, I guess. Let's see who else we got here. James Ross was here before the stream started. /CC is here. John Garman. Let's see, Anthony Ryan. Great Baldini is also here. Awesome. Let's see, Nacho Biz. Oh, hey, how you doing, man? I saw you yesterday. Taines is here as well. Golden Wolf is here. And yeah, Sandman just joined as well. Sandman, you say that I sound good, so that's great. Just so you guys know, there might be quite a bit of delay on the stream, because I do have it set to go in the highest quality. So I am going to start the music. Let me know if the music is too loud or anything like that. The delay is about 30 seconds or so. So I'm going to be checking the chat every now and then as I go through the build and whatnot. Let me know if there's any issues with the music or anything as well. Let's see. CC says, everything is good, hair is good, that's all that matters. Yes, yes, the hair. I got to have the hair going, right? Got to get the Shinji flick going. All right, guys, so let me show you guys what we're going to be doing today. Let me transition to a different view. So we got our motherboards, which is not in this box. Don't let this box fool you. That's not right. This is our motherboard right here. So we got our motherboard. In the stream yesterday, we did install the CPU cooler. We inserted the RAM. We inserted the battery, and we got this thing ready to go. We got our 1600 watt EVGA T2 titanium weight rated power supply right here. Got some necessary cables, got an extra keyboard, and we got a monitor right here that I'm going to try to jerry-rig to make it easy for you guys to see what I'm doing. I don't have another way to directly feed a video source from a computer just yet, because I do have the top camera that's taking my 2 video input capacity at the moment. So let me just check up on the chat. All right, so how's everyone doing today? How's everyone's Friday night? You know, the Friday's here and we are getting ready for the weekend. How's everyone doing? All right, and also let me know if the music is too loud. Just want to make sure everything's good over here. /CC says the T2 PSU is overkill for the build. Yes, you're absolutely correct. It is definitely overkill for the build. It's just, I mean, I could have used something else, but I had that in the thumbnail, so I kind of have to use it, to be honest. All right, so, all right, we're going to get started on this build here. Transition to that. All right, as usual, I'm going to put some gloves on to protect myself. We always want to use protection while we're doing a build. And I'm also going to tie my hair back. That way it does not get in the flow of electrons, getting all caught up in the electrons and perhaps pulling me in. I don't want my hair to be caught in the flow of electrons on this motherboard. That would be pretty bad. We don't want that. And I'm going to put my gloves on. This is a fresh pair of gloves. Always make sure you wear a different pair of different pair of gloves with every build, especially if it's your first time building a computer or anything like that. Make sure you always get a fresh pair. That way, if you have any holes or nicks in it, you don't get any risk of contamination or anything leaking out. Okay, so it's transition. All right, so I'm just going to do a little zoomy zoom so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see here. Go all the way in, just like that. Move these cables over here. Okay, so we got the motherboard right here, and just real quick review, we do have the CPU installed underneath. It is a Intel Pentium CPU, nothing too crazy. I'm going to show you guys, basically what we're going to do today is set up the motherboard and make sure it posts and all that good stuff. So to do that, first we're going to install, actually we're going to do it from the power supply side first. So we got our power supply right here, and we're just going to install all of our cables. So we got our motherboard cable right here. Actually, let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. Got our power supply. Put in our 24-pin motherboard cable right there. Get that nice click. After you basically line it up, you can just, you know, give it plenty of pressure and just push it on in. If you hear anything funny, you got to stop. But yeah, you want to hear that nice click. Got that in there, and this is our CPU cable right here. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in. That's gonna go into CPU power, which is right there. So we're gonna get that plugged in right there. And then we're gonna install our periphery cable. That's gonna go into the peripheral slots right here as well. Now, if you're powering a riser with one of these, please do not use the SATA. Use the Molex at the very minimum. If possible, use one of the PCIe connectors. That is the most recommended. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit here. All right, so we got the power supply all connected up, and we're just gonna hook it up to the motherboard. Let me switch the chat to make sure, because I don't have two monitors yet. It's kind of hard for me to keep track and monitor what I'm doing. Let me just look real quick. John Garman says, happy Friday, y'all. He says, what now, Tech? /CC says, what now, Tech? You know, we're just doing a build today, /CC. Let's see. Everything is good. Hair is good, and that's all that matters. Oh, sorry, I already read all that. Let me move on down here. Benjamin Coneman, I think. Doge Rocket. Yeah, I suppose it is going to the moon right now. I guess that coin is really responding well in the market. Quiet Storm, profits are up. I'm doing great. Oh, Mastermind Crypto, welcome for joining, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for being here. You were streaming earlier, so I hope I'm not interrupting your doing. Okay. Chris Fowley says, so many slots, man. What's up, TekShinji? Yeah, we got only 7 slots here. We got 2 slots on the RAM, you know, all that good stuff. Golden Wolf, Dr. India House, I think. I'm not exactly sure what that means. John Garman, recognize the 1600 watt power supply by the giant plug, the 12 gauge. Oh yeah, the plug on the back there. All right, so we're gonna go into the build here. So we're just gonna connect all the power connections to the motherboard. The reason why we're building outside of the case is we're basically want to make sure this hardware works. I have not turned this one on yet, so I don't even know if this motherboard actually works. So hopefully this motherboard doesn't have any issues, because then if it does, I will be sad. I don't want it to have any issues. So we're going to plug in the CPU power right here. By the way, guys, the stream tonight's only going to be about an hour at the most. I'm going to try to keep it short because I do have stuff to do. And of course, we're also going to have a live stream tomorrow, so don't forget about that. All right, so again, as usual, we got our nice Samsung. I believe this is the 860 EVO. Yeah, it's an 860 EVO, 4 terabytes. I do have Windows installed on here. Let's hope. I just hope this has enough storage space for mining. So we actually might not be installing a GPU today. We'll see how that goes. I know that's what you're all here for, but that might have to be a part 3 during the live stream or something. So we got that plugged into the motherboard. This is one of those right angle connectors. We're gonna plug in the SATA connection right there. And then SATA power. That's Molex. We don't want to plug that in. That'll cause issues. So on a SATA connector, if you look carefully, you notice that there's this little thing right there. That's the orientation it goes in. If you try to put it in this way, you might break it, and that's gonna cause it to be unhappy. So make sure you get the orientation correct. Yep, that's right. And just kind of get it in there. And be careful because this is kind of flimsy. You could snap that off. I've done that before. And if you do, you'll be bumming because this is quite an expensive hard drive. So I got that all plugged in there. All right, we're gonna plug in display right over here to our onboard HDMI. Okay, and we're gonna plug in our keyboard. And that's gonna go into the PS2 connector right here. And there's a PS2 connector right there. No, not PlayStation 2. This connector is just called PS2. So there we go. For those of you that might not be old enough to know what that is, it's basically based on the old standard of the DIMM connector. It is basically a mini DIMM connector. It's not exactly the same thing, but that is what we used to use back in the day. Remember those beige colored clicky clacky keyboards, those IBM keyboards? That's exactly what that is based off of. So let me just check the chat real quick. Golden Wolf, TekShinji is tech doctor with black exam gloves. Oh, yeah, I think I explained, if you watched the stream from yesterday, why I wear gloves. You always want to wear protection, you know. Also, you don't want too much sensation in your fingers, especially when you're like touching things, you know. You want to be able to protect your hands and last a long time, because if you don't wear gloves, you could potentially get too much sensation in your fingers and then you won't last as long. You're going to get your fingers are going to get pretty raw. So if you wear gloves, it not only protects your hands, it also protects the components on the motherboard, so that's pretty good. Quiet Storm, is that 4 terabyte how you avoid virtual memory issues in Windows? No, that is not. But I suppose we can add up to 2 terabytes of virtual memory. That would be kind of funny. Okay, so we got that all plugged in, and this is going to be kind of hard to do, but I'm going to try to do it to where you guys can see what I'm doing as well. So just give me a moment here. Let me try to just move everything aside. Okay, and we're also going to be updating the BIOS if possible. So got that. All right, here's our really fancy secondary monitor right here. It's going to be kind of hard to see, and I apologize that I don't have anything better for you guys to look at, but that's all I got right now. So unfortunately, that may be what you guys will have to deal with. Try to move this table over just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better without dropping anything, of course. There, just like that. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see what's on the monitor, and I apologize for that, but this is the best I can do on the little bit of time I had. So just gonna put all that right there, and I got to see the monitor too, so kind of do one of these, and let me show you what the top-down view looks like here. So let me zoom all the way out. So basically, we got our monitor right here, power supply, our hard drive. It's kind of a mess of wires right now, but right now we're just validating the hardware, making sure everything works, making sure there's no issues with anything. So on this computer, here, let me actually do this. Hold on one second so you guys can see a little bit better. Let me move this over here since there's a bunch of dead space. There we go. Okay, so on this computer, this motherboard actually has power button right here and a reset switch right here and a CMOS clear right here. So that's pretty nice. We don't have to worry about installing a power button on this motherboard because they're all right there. So we're going to transition back to the other scene so you guys can see me. And I'm just going to check chat real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, yep, everything's still good. All right, so we're going to turn this on and cross our fingers. Hopefully everything works. So right there. Let's see, I don't hear anything. Is the power supply on? That's not a good sign. Let's see, did I plug everything in correctly? The motherboard power is in here. Is my power supply plugged in? Yeah, maybe. Let me check. Hold on. Let me look under here. And yes, the power supply is plugged in. Power supply is plugged in. Hard drive's plugged in. Motherboard's plugged in. That's plugged in. CPU power's in. Motherboard 24 pins in. Oh, did I have this off? There we go. I had the power supply off. That's a very common mistake. I'm just going to say it is because I'm a little embarrassed by that. Make sure your power supply is on, guys, otherwise the computer won't turn on. All right, I'm going to turn the monitor on. This is actually just an old school TV. It's one of those really old flat screen TVs from back in the day. So it is starting. Let me make sure we get into BIOS there. And let me adjust this so you guys can kind of see a little bit better what I'm doing because it's kind of cutting off the top there. Okay, so you can kind of see on here what we got going on. See if we can kind of see. So you can kind of see all the little different things in there. We're gonna go into this. So you can see the setting right here with this green switch. That actually says mining mode. It's already on. And the BIOS revision on this is actually, let's take a look. Where is it? So yeah, that BIOS is right here. So the BIOS build date is 5/25/20. So I guess this one's been updated, so that's pretty good. But let's see. I have the newest BIOS on this USB right here. So let's see if this is a newer version of the BIOS. Go ahead and plug that in there, right into one of the USB ports on the motherboard itself. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the settings here on the keyboard and go to M-Flash, which is right here on this motherboard at least. Click on that. It says system will auto reboot and into flash mode. Do you want to enter flash mode? I'm going to say yes. And it's going to restart. While it's restarting and going into flash mode, I will look at the chat. Oh, looks like some new people have shown up. Dogelord Apparel is here. What up, what up? Hey, how you doing, Dogelord? Welcome to the live stream. We're just doing some hardware testing and things like that. Tane says royalty in the house. Yep, it is Dogelord. Yep. Mastermind Crypto. Always remember to press the power button when you want to turn on your PC. Yes, yes, you are right. That was my fault. All right, so we're looking here now. It says looking here, BIOS version. So I'm just going to move over to that USB, select the new BIOS. So looks like the build date is, yeah, this appears to be a newer BIOS. No, it's actually exactly the same. So I guess this does have the newest BIOS on it, but I'm going to show you the process of how to update BIOS on this motherboard anyway. I just selected the BIOS. It says, are you sure you want to select this file? And it shows you the file name. I'm going to say yes. So now it's doing BIOS updating, right? So it's kind of hard to see, but it says BIOS is updating, don't unplug, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So while the BIOS is updating, the reason why I put the newest BIOS on here is it does support, what was it called? I think it's called BAR. It's like resizable memory bandwidth or something. It does support that on the newer NVIDIA cards. I don't think it really does with mining that much, but it does support that. And newer BIOSes do tend to be a bit more stable on this type of application. Let's see. Yep. So we're just gonna let that update. While it's updating, guys, why don't you tell me about what's going on with the crypto space? I hear that Dogelord says, don't drop that screen. Yeah, it's actually not on anything. I could just let it fall off the table. We don't want to do that. I actually got this screen, it was in the trash. So I'll give you the story about it while we're passing the time. I work at a lot of conventions. I love working at conventions. It's kind of my thing. When you go to a convention, there's people that come from all over the country and world sometimes, and hauling things like this TV in is quite expensive. So what they do is they go to the local Goodwill or the local Target or whatever and buy the cheapest TV they can, because it is actually cheaper oftentimes to literally go buy the cheapest TV and come back than it is to fly their own TVs in. And it does look like the BIOS finished updating, I hope. Hope it didn't like bug out or something. And it should restart. There we go. Yep, I just heard the click. So it just restarted. So Dane says, just watch and in awe of that glorious hair on the screen. Yeah, my hair. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Pocket Change. Oh, hey, Pocket Change. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Great Baldini's here. All right. Hey, Great Baldini. Thanks for joining. Hey, boys. I'm here in spirit. Evening to all. Doge Lord Apparel says, Dogecoin is pumping. Is anyone really surprised? LOL. Well, after, you know, Mr. Elon Musk said all that stuff, it's not a surprise why it's pumping, right? All right, so it looks like we're going through a couple of restarts, and I already have Windows loaded onto this drive, so it should go right on into Windows. It should start right into, well, it should, we'll see. So looks like it is, yep, it is currently on, and it is going through its process of restarting. And yep, it looks like it just posted. That's the mining display. It shows like the motherboard and which PCIe slots are active or not and all that. And let's just see if this goes to the desktop of Windows, and we'll know that all this hardware works and we can actually install it. Here, press any key to skip disk check. I don't want to do disk check right now. We just want to get to the desktop. So we're just gonna, yep, looks like it is working. That is Windows 10, and it does have my traditional purple background here. All right, so that means this computer is good. So we're just gonna go ahead and turn that off. I think it's off. Yeah, we'll just call that good. So yep, now we know that this hardware is completely working. It's fine. Nothing's wrong with it. And we can start taking everything. I'm going to turn the power supply off because I don't want any funny things happening while that power supply is connected. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug the CPU, unplug SATA, keyboard, display. Hopefully this TV doesn't fall over. If it does, everything's on camera, so you guys will have a good laugh. And now let me transition here so you guys can see what I'm doing. And now I'm removing the 24-pin motherboard connector. All right, so now we have validated that this motherboard is fully functional. The CPU was fine, the RAM was fine. Everything on here essentially works. It booted to Windows. We know this is good and ready to install on a mining rig. So remember, we have two motherboards. So I'm gonna put this over here. This is the other motherboard. This one, we haven't validated yet. Remember, we just put everything together, but we haven't actually checked everything yet. So we're gonna go ahead and get this all set up. Do a little zoom here so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so same deal. We're gonna plug in the all the connections here. I'm gonna do CPU 8-pin. This does take an 8-pin. I wish it only took a 4-pin, but it does take 8. Go ahead and plug that in, get that nice click. Do the 24-pin motherboard connector. All right, and yep, okay, just making sure that's working. All right, and then we're gonna plug in the SATA connection for the hard drive. And then we're gonna plug in the display. This is a HDMI out directly on the motherboard. It does also have DVI, but I don't want to use that right now. All right, so we're gonna just turn this on and boot into the BIOS and see what the BIOS is at. See if this has a new BIOS or not. Again, I'm gonna angle the monitor so you guys could try to kind of see it. Let me transition back. All right, there we go. So kind of keep it like that. All right. Oh yeah, turn the power supply on, right? So power supply is on, and I'm not gonna have anything on the motherboard while I turn this on. Press the power button on the motherboard itself. Heard the click, so that's a good sign. And let's see what happens here on screen. Yep, so it looks like it is starting. We're gonna press the delete key. That's gonna take us into the BIOS. Oh, you know what? That's not going to work because I didn't plug in the keyboard. So it is posting though. That's good. It posted and it went right into Windows. So that's a good sign. So all I did was just a hard turn off. So let me actually plug in the PS2 connector right here. Okay, PS2 connector is installed. We're going to try this again. Turn the computer on. Okay, let me check chat real quick. And I'm just going to continuously press delete. Let's see. What's going on in chat? I didn't know Elon was talking lately about Doge. Oh, not lately. It was a little bit ago, Taines. Taines said, I didn't know Elon was talking lately about Doge. He said it a while back. He said something about go buy Doge and it pumped like crazy. I mean, I don't know if that's the FCC was happy with that, but you can't because it's a cryptocurrency, right? Get some water real quick. So yeah, Sandman twins. Yes, I do have basically two motherboards that are exactly identical. This one, we're going to check the BIOS right now actually. So we're taking a look at the BIOS. And it appears to be a new version of the BIOS as well. Huh, that's confusing. I thought this had the old version. Well, let's see if this new let's see if this new BIOS is any good. So I'm gonna go ahead power cycle the motherboard, turn it off, plug in the USB for the BIOS, turn it back on, and go back into the BIOS. Doge Lord Apparel says, smash that like button. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. I would really appreciate it, guys. We actually do have the same amount of likes as those watching. We don't have as much watching tonight. I get it. There's a lot of awesome people having streams right now, and I don't blame them at all, to be honest. Let's see. All right, so again, we're going to go into the M Flash, which is right there. Hit enter. It's going to say, you know, you're going to go reboot and go into flash mode. Say yes. All right. Okay, so we are rebooting into flash mode. And of course, when you flash the BIOS on any computer, on anything essentially, you want to be careful that you don't mess with it while it's doing it, okay? So we're going to go here and select the file on our USB, which is that one right there. Hit enter. Are you sure you want to select this file? Yes, I do. Hit enter again. Now it says BIOS is updating. You guys can see right there. BIOS is updating. So it says don't unplug the computer, all that good stuff. After the BIOS is all updated and all that good stuff, then this motherboard will also too be ready to rock. So that's awesome. While you guys are here, I guess I'll try to install a GPU on it and get it going. I might have to get some. Actually, yeah, I might not be able to do that tonight, unfortunately. Maybe tomorrow's live stream, that's what I'll do. I'll install the GPU and show you how to tune in Phoenix Miner or something like that. Let me know, guys, if you guys want to see that tomorrow. So yeah, it is going through the restart process. Oh. So, Pocket Change, you're still here. Where's your hubby at? Where's Chump Change at, huh? Where's he at? Is he around? So looks like we've done our customary multi-restarts, and this thing should turn on automatically all by itself. Yep, looks like it did turn on. Mastermind Crypto says, you make me nervous moving stuff around when the BIOS updates, thinking you will accidentally pull the plug. Well, I mean, the most important thing is right here, and these cables, and these are all locked in, so I'm not really worried about it. I could unplug the monitor or something, but I mean, it should be all right, I guess, theoretically. So what we're looking for is for this to start into Windows. If it starts into Windows, we know this motherboard is also good. Looks like it just passed post. Yep, it's posting right now. Did a power on self-test. and then we should go into Windows. And if we go to the purple desktop, we know this is good to go. Pocket Change says, kids, man. Oh, that's so good of him. That's good he's taking care of the kids. That's awesome of him. I wish my dad was like that when I was growing up. Great Baldini, it says, I'm shooting my own vid in the shop. Oh, no way, man. Let me know when you post your vid, man. I'd gladly come and watch it. I didn't know you were recording right now. Yeah, I know Friday night's not a great time to stream, at least for me. I'm not that big, so a lot of people would be watching other channels. All right, so this is fully operational. It is working, and this is good to go. So this is just the finish of the stream, I guess. I mean, we just wanted to make sure these motherboards work. Unfortunately, I'm unable to put in graphics cards today. I know I had it in the thumbnail. I'm sorry, but just things didn't work out. So we'll do that on the next stream. I might do it during the Saturday night live stream, but it looks like everything is working. It looks like everything is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. I just pressed the power button and see, yep, the CPU thermal block, the cooler is not that hot, which is good. So yeah, everything looks good. Everything looks good. We're gonna do some disassembly here. I'm gonna transition back to this view. All right, there, now you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna get rid of this keyboard because we don't need it anymore. We know the hardware has been validated and it is definitely working. So do one of these, the keyboard away, and we're just gonna unplug everything. Take the 24-pin motherboard cable out, take the hard drive SATA out, CPU, and display, and the BIOS that I have on here. So yeah, this motherboard has been fully BIOS updated. We have verified that the hardware works and everything is good. And remember, we have twins. Two motherboards, exactly the same. Same cooler, same RAM, same batteries even have been inserted on the motherboards, and these two are ready to go into a mining rig. So I do have a mining rig over here that I'm going to mount these in eventually. I'll just go ahead and show you. Let me put this TV on the ground. We don't need that at the moment. Move this stuff to the side, and let me show you how this is going to end up being. Get the mining rig for you guys. I'm all the way zoomed out, yeah, so you can see the whole table. So it's going to go into this frame right here. Of course, this is your standard Veta frame. Here, let me make sure I get everything in the shot. There we go. So yeah, this is also another T2 titanium 600 watt power supply. The motherboard's going to go into this system. What I'm going to do here is just press the power button on the motherboard to drain all the power, just in case I short something on accident. And then just like that, right? The motherboard's going to sit just like that right here. And then of course, our GPUs are going to go in this machine just like that. And then, you know, we're going to have a bunch of cables, and we're going to use our risers from GPUrisers.com. Thank you to them, by the way. I got a video about that coming out real soon. So make sure you stay subscribed. We're going to do an unboxing of some of their newest risers that are in a real GPUrisers.com box. All right, let me just check chat real quick. See if I missed anything, if anything's going on. Let's see. Tony Mock says the number 8. Tony Mock, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're gonna have to put that in better context or something, man, because I got no idea what you're referring to, bro. Great Baldini, I just needed to do it. Oh, you're talking about shooting the vid in your shop? Yeah, dude. Thanks. Go ahead and post that when you get a chance, man. I want to see it. I want to see what you got going on over there. Let's see. John Gurman. Okay, next time, GPUs, keep the suspense going. Yeah, sorry, man. Just the way things worked out, I just don't have enough time for it. I know I promised I'd do it today, but maybe I'll do it in the stream tomorrow. I'm going to talk to the upper management and get it approved by the boss, the big boss, to make sure that's okay. Pocket Change Says, that's awesome, Great Baldini. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the next video I'm gonna have coming up, there's gonna be a couple of unboxings. I got some really special project on a affordable mining motherboard. I'm gonna show you guys about that. Also, you guys want to see water cooling stuff? Because I'm going to do a upgrade on my own personal computer. It's going to get upgraded to the 5950X with a monoblock on the motherboard. It is I am running the Aurorus 570X motherboard, and it's pretty nice. That's going to get upgraded. The RAM, all that other stuff is fine. We're going to blow that system off. We're going to clean out the coolant, and we're actually going to upgrade the cooling system while we're at it. We're gonna install a flow meter, all that good stuff. That's gonna be like a multi-part video though. That's gonna have the flow meter and all that good stuff. The CPU monoblock section is gonna be its own video because I'm gonna take that completely apart, clean it, and show the whole process. That way, if you guys have a CPU monoblock, you guys can figure out how to clean it that way too. Spieled mining bonus, TekShinji. Goes on as work finally releases me. Oh, yeah, sorry man, I tried streaming a little bit later than yesterday because it seemed some people weren't able to make it because of the timing. Pocket Change says, upper management, haha, I'm right here. Oh, Pocket Change, hey, I didn't notice the big boss is right there. Yeah, I gotta get permission from you a little later after the stream whether it's okay for me to complete the build of this mining rig tomorrow. Mastermind Crypto says, Pocket Change OMG, da. Alright guys, so that's it for this live stream. I don't really have much else planned on the agenda. I just wanted to finish up what I had from yesterday. Wasn't able to finish it and just didn't have enough time for today. If you guys have any questions for right now, let me know in the live chat. I'm going to stay on for a little bit and answer any questions that you guys might have. Mining related or otherwise, anything about me or whatever. In fact, I'm gonna take this out of my hair because I don't like having it up when I don't need to, because I'm not looking down on anything anymore. So just keep it, have it all nice and down. Take these gloves off because don't need them anymore either. So just gonna read the chat again once more. Life Russell, what is the actual model number of that motherboard? When I click on the link, it doesn't show it. Oh, yeah, so, sorry, I don't know why the link isn't working. Let me show you exactly what motherboard this is. So this is the MSI H310 Pro. So, I think it's written on here somewhere. I guess it isn't written on here. I thought it was. Yeah, I guess not. But it is the... Yeah, all it says is MSI, actually. I thought it had it written on here. I guess not. Actually, you know what? I got one better for you. Let me go get the motherboard box. Yeah, where do I have that? It's over there. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. Back. So you want to know what motherboard is. This is the motherboard right here. Let me zoom out a bit so you guys can see. This is the motherboard. It's the MSI H310 Pro. So it just looks just like that. There's, you know, nothing too crazy about it. It is an older motherboard, but it does have a mining mode, and you can run more than 4 GPUs on here without getting that stupid won't start, won't display error that I've been having issues with on normal mining motherboards. It's just so annoying. But that's why I like using mining motherboards for stuff like that, because it does work correctly and you can run more than 4 GPUs on it without having all sorts of issues. I really hate that problem. It is the bane of my existence for sure. Let me get some water. So let's see what's in the chat. We got someone that has a Japanese name, it appears, that says no. Okay, sure. I don't know what you're trying to say, but all right. Doge Lord Pero. Doge Lord royalties give you permission. Permission for what, man? Did I miss something? Taines, life runs to BC. Yeah, yep. Thanks for answering that, Taines. Letting him know what it is. Oh, H310, my bad. Yep. Taines. TekShinji, I bet it's under that massive cooler you have there. Yeah, it probably is, actually. I tried looking around. I couldn't find it. I looked at the picture. Oh, you know where it is? The picture has it. Yeah, so according to the picture... Oh, you know what? It's not printed on the motherboard. So according to the picture here, transition back. According to the picture, it is printed right there. See, right there next to the 24 pin, between the 24 pin and the RAM slots. But when you look at the motherboard, there's like a blank space right there where something was supposed to go, but there's nothing there. That is so weird. I've never seen that before. Maybe this is a, I don't know, like third shift midnight run motherboard that was unserialized. I have no idea. It did come from China, so I have no idea why that is. All right, just looking at the chat here. Sorry, I can't read your name. It's like in Japanese, if you want to spell it out in English, but they say, what is the lifespan of a GPU mining rig? That question is way too open-ended. If you're going to ask me such a broad question, I'll say it could be 30 seconds because you wired it wrong, because you're using a daisy chain of splitters and you want to start a fire, all the way to years, man. One of my rigs from back in the day that's still running today, I've had that running straight for almost 2 years. I mean, honestly, the only thing I've done is blown the dust out of it, updated the drivers, and that's about it. It's run for quite a bit of time. That thing, it really depends on the build and the quality of your components. The most common point of failure is usually the fans, right? If everything's running correctly, you got your temperatures maintained, it's usually the fans that go bad and don't run. Let's see, Life in Rustle. Yep, I have the same issue. My first is still running since 2007. Christian Aguilera, let me get that CPU. Aguilera GPU. Okay. I mean, sure. If you want to work minimum wage and pay the price for it, I'll give it to you. But you ain't getting it for free, because I had to work hard for it myself. Doge Lord Pero, no. LOL, no. I need to ask Pocket Permission XD. Doge Lord gives you permission to build tomorrow. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for giving me permission. If anyone asks, tell them, I'll just tell them that you said it was all right, okay? I'll just let them know. Let's see. /cc/MSI knockoff motherboard. I don't know, it could be it BIOS updated correctly and it ran fine and it posted right. So as far as I'm concerned, it's fine. I mean, it's totally fine. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, so my plan is actually to get this all wired up and ready to go with risers, and this could be your ready to go. All you gotta do is literally drop in GPUs and then you're ready to go. That's what I'm planning on doing with this. Maybe I'll sell it or something, I'm not sure. It's just all my GPUs are somewhere else right now. Hint, hint. They're not up here, obviously. They're in a different location. Ken McMahon, TekShinji, I know your dirty secret. Right. Okay. All right. I mean, like what I did last summer, which was building a mining rig. Pocket Change says, hey, who are you at Doge Lord Apparel? You are not upper management. LOL, just management. Oh, you are just management, my buddy, apparently. All right, so Doge Lord Apparel, Mastermind Crypto. I am supervisory level. Tane says, Newegg FU emails just went out. Ah, let me check to see if I got my Newegg FU email. Let's take a look-see. Let's take a look-see. What did I get from Newegg? Because, I mean, at least Eastern time, I believe it's 11 o'clock is when the Well, that's a good sign. I haven't gotten one yet. Oh no, my email just upgraded. Shinji, you were not selected for the Newegg product shuffle. So that's awesome. That's awesome. It's great to hear getting rejected. You know, sometimes you're so used to rejection that you just kind of take it like a man, right? You just take it like a man. You suck it up. You know your place in life. And then you move on, and guess what? You can't be depressed anymore because you don't expect anymore. So, but guys, I do have a video, shameless plug. I do have a video on the Newegg and how to get GPUs. For all those that are asking about how do I get this hardware or whatever, I do have a video on how you can get it too, because it's the same secrets I use to get them as well. Let me check the chat here. Let's see. Oh, Ken McMahon says, TekShinji, I know your hair conditioner and now why you're cheap. And now why you're cheap. What? I'm not cheap. I hope not. Oh, hey, Chump Change. You just sent me a noob super chat sticker thingy. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cute. It looks like a controller and he's like going like smiley, smiley or something. Thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it, man. Ken McMahon. TekShinji, you are cheap on the CPU using Cryonaut for your hair. Oh, you caught me, man. You caught me. How'd you know? I'm not using Cryonaut for my hair. I'm using the liquid metal. I'm using the good stuff for my hair, man. Only the best. The highest thermal conductivity for my hair, and only the highest. Mastermind Crypto sent me a super chat. Since when? In all caps. I don't know, Mastermind, what are you talking about, man? Clarify that. You don't have to send another super chat. Just at me and tell me what you mean by just win. Doge Lord, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. You sent me a super chat. Looks like it's a cat fox or something going hello. Or is that a hello? Yeah, I guess that's his paw going like that. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, you guys keep sending me super chats and stuff. I appreciate it so much, guys. Kristen Romero says, hey, when's the Bitcoin Cash? Mr. Mining says, shop BLT order from January is now July 8th. LOL. Hey guys, you know, it made me feel a lot better when I just went out and bought myself a BLT and I just ate that, because you know what, it was in stock, it was delicious, and it was way more satisfying than the actual BLT order that keeps getting pushed out. I actually have like 8 cards on order from BLT, and that is way pushed out. It's I don't know, they literally keep changing the date, and you know what, we probably won't get those till the end of the year, to be honest, at this point. Oh, another super chat from Pocket Change. #1 fan, $9.99. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Pocket Change, for the super chat, the super sticker. It is a little guy jumping up and down. Looks like a bean that is turquoise. #1 fan. Thank you so much, Pocket Change. Appreciate it so much. I appreciate you. You hold us together. You are the glue. You are the foundation of the Misfit Mining. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Mastermind Crypto says, TekShinji, since when can you get super chats? I never knew. Haha. Oh yeah, I haven't publicized it, but it just happened a couple of days ago. I passed the test. I studied hard. I worked hard, and my channel reached the minimum requirements for monetization, the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 plus subscribers. I actually got 4,000 watch hours after I released that video of how to get GPUs. It did really well, and that alone, I was at like 3,000 something watch hours, and that helped me get over that mark. I got a lot of watch hours from that one video alone, so that really helped me out. Yeah, thank you again, Mastermind Crypto, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. It is only with the support of the community and you guys that I am here today. Thank you so much for everything, guys. McMahon says, TekShinji, all good, was trying to have some fun. Yeah, hey, good, it's good, man. But what matters is you haven't figured out what shampoo, what conditioner I use yet. So, you're gonna have to keep trying, keep guessing see what shampoo I use. Let's see here. Doge Little Apparel says, TekShinji, it's a Doge giving a thumbs up. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes total sense. Of course, you are Doge Lord. Get some water here. That's right, you are Doge Lord. That makes sense. It is a Doge Lord dog giving a thumbs up. That is so awesome. It's really cute. Pocket Change says, "Oh, thanks, TekShinji. I try." Yeah, you know what? Thank you so much, Pocket Change. It is so nice to have you in our community, have you in our Discord, all that great stuff. Also, guys, I'm going to try to end out the stream. I've been going for almost an hour here, but not quite. Thank you to everyone that gave a super chat today, tonight and yesterday as well. Thank you to Chump Change for breaking my super chat virginity last night. He broke it real hard and real fast, being the first one giving me a super chat. So I really do appreciate it, guys. My video from my live stream of yesterday's video will be out soon. I just got to do some final touches on it before I re-release it. Should be out either tomorrow or Monday. I'll let you guys know. Should be out soon. Again, thank you for everyone for joining us here today. If you liked what you saw in this video, I do have links in the description of where you can get it to, especially this cooler. This cooler is one of my favorite things. It's passive, it's solid for low TDP, low wattage GPUs. You really don't need anything really high-end, guys. It's one less part to fail because you don't have that spinning fan. It's totally silent. In fact, when this rig is on and it's completely silent, you can actually hear the harmonics of the electricity flowing through the CPU when you're in a dead quiet room. It is that silent, all right? You can actually hear the electricity flowing around. Oh my god, oh, what the heck? Chump Change, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Oh wow, he just gave me a big donation. Thank you so much, Chump Change, for donating. You see, I'm actually trying to help him out with his 3060 non-TI rig right now, helping him get a motherboard. You see, now I must actually take extra time tonight to look that up to help him out. I actually got some information for him. Chump Change, if you're watching still, of course you're watching, man. I'll talk to you after the stream. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it, dude. I really do. I really do. Chump Change says, because you're smarter than me. I am not smarter than you. I just happen to know more about different things than you. Just like how you're smarter than me when it comes to plumbing matters, right? You are a god when it comes to plumbing, at least in my eyes, okay? I just happen to know a lot about these things that no one else cares about and just only happen to be applicable in this space. You know, just a quick story. When I was a kid growing up, it was really hard for me to make friends, you know. A little personal information, I had some issues growing up as a kid mentally and stuff. I wasn't normal per se, as you can clearly tell right now. I'm not normal. But when I got to play with computers, hey, it just clicked, and that's what helped me become a normal person, or act normal, right? I'm putting on a really good act, I hope. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I really got into computers, was because of all the wonderful things that they can do. It's just amazing to put a computer together, press that power button, and watch it go. Just trying to keep up with the chat. Yeah, again, thank you to everyone that donated. The amount that you donate doesn't matter, except in Chump Change's case. You're number one in my book. But thank you so much, because every little bit counts. It helps me keep the channel going, help support the channel. Every little bit you guys give, I really do appreciate it. And you know what, guys, if donating is not in the cards for you guys, that's totally fine. You guys can join our Discord, you guys can get subscribed, hit that bell icon for future updates, because I do have some awesome content planned. And you know, I got a lot of great stuff I want to tell you guys about. Every now and then I'll post stuff in the YouTube community area where you could vote on stuff. And there's a whole bunch of things I got planned. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. It's just I got to put them on a schedule and release them in a correct order. That way you guys can enjoy it and have a lot of fun with the content coming out as well. So just keep reading the super chat real quick. Ken McMahon says, Chump Change has Trump Change XD. Yeah, he trumped himself, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, I got a message from CC. Let me know which motherboard and CPU go with Chump 3060 rig build right after stream. Need verification. Yeah, CC. I made a promise to tell Chump Change first, so we have to keep that a secret for now. I promised Chum Change, I talked to him about it before anyone else. So after I talk to him about it, I will talk to you. It is actually something not exactly a motherboard. I will explain later about that. Chum Change, what? A DCA raid soon? What? No, I don't want to get raided by them. They're too big, man. I don't want that kind of responsibility, man. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little fish, if you get what I mean. The guy with the Japanese name says you're acting good. Yeah, I guess I am. I mean, I am on camera, right? Yeah, so again, guys, if you guys liked what you saw here, come join our Discord, get subscribed and all that good stuff. I'm going to be ending the stream here pretty soon, unless you guys want me to stay on and keep blabbing about awesome content, because I got a lot of stuff to talk about, I do, but I don't want to keep you guys all night if you guys don't want to stay. CC says, broke back time. Broke back time? What is that supposed to mean? I don't have a broke back. I go to the chiropractor every week, man. I get my back straightened out perfectly from then. We will raid DCA from here. Yes, that's a great idea. As soon as the stream ends, let's go raid them. Let's show them the force of the TekShinji community and go raid them, all right? So let me go ahead and get this stream ended, all right, guys, and we will go, let's all go raid the DCA stream. If one of the mods wants to drop that link in the live chat, because I don't think people that aren't mods can drop it. So let's go raid them. Let's drop that link in the chat, because I'll do it after I end the stream if I don't see it. But let's go give them a raid and say hello to them. Again, guys, thank you to everyone that donated a super chat. Thank you to everyone that's joining us here tonight, and I really appreciate it. Remember, the Misfits Mining Discord does have a Saturday night live stream tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, GMT 5. We will see you guys there, and thank you to everyone for watching. We will see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here today.